Prime Minister responds to students. Connect PNG program still in process. And ICAC encourages institutions. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jaylee Sapies. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister, upon his arrival from New Zealand today, rebutted to the tertiary students that raised concerns on the country's issues and said they have the right.
Whilst acknowledging the tertiary institutions that have raised concerns on rising issues, Prime Minister said everybody have the right to their opinions. However, he asked the students to avoid many noise and focus on the right things to discuss.
We've seen how university students have matured in the last 10 years, in my opinion. Being around for some time, in the last 10 years, university students have matured. Areas of concern they feel needs to be raised in the country. They've raised professionally as student bodies, and governments, the government before my government and my government, have always reached out to address them. We will address the issues.
He further said he will address the issues that the students raised like he did in the last few years.
As I said, I have not received a pointer on stepping down, and there's a process to, it's not easy to ascend to leadership, and it's not an easy place to descend from leadership. The process of leadership ascension is a parliamentary process. The process of leadership descension is a parliamentary process. Calls can be made, but Parliament decides on who's the leader of the day.
When asked if he will step down as per calls from different groups, Prime Minister said he has not received any pointer on stepping down. He said calls can be made, but Parliament decide on that as it is a parliamentary process. Prime Minister said the elections are a year away and called to the people to vote the leaders that they want.
And I am here by the fact that the party I lead received the Section 63 invitation to form government after the 2022 general elections. We are a robust democracy. The process of democracy is that calls can be made. We listen to the rationales and reasons behind the call. Facebook ban was not a unilateral James Morobe decision. But because I sit at the top of the order of government structure, I take all the blames, and that's part of my job. But the
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Morobe today returned from a successful official visit to New Zealand, where he was hosted as a distinguished guest of the New Zealand government.
Prime Minister James Morobe, upon his arrival, made positive remarks in a press conference today at the APEC terminal. He stated that New Zealand is a country that PNG must see as a broader country.
So New Zealand is a country that PNG must see as a model country. They are strongly agriculture-based. 60% to 70% of the economy is fueled by businesses in agriculture, livestock, and fisheries, apart from tourism and other businesses. But these three key sectors, something that I have been advocating since 2019 when I became Prime Minister. Many skepticals think we cannot do it, but other countries in our neighborhood, especially New Zealand, shows us the way that there's a mature economy, an economy that is about $300 billion economy, $260 to $300 billion economy, of which 60 to 70% is fueled by this primary sector, agriculture, livestock, dairy, and fisheries. These potentials we have in.
He further added that PNG imports a lot of goods from New Zealand. Therefore, he has stated that a case to export our goods to New Zealand as well. He further added that PNG imports a lot from New Zealand. Thus, he has asked the New Zealand government if PNG could export to New Zealand as well. This is so that producers can have their food sold in the New Zealand markets.
We refined or defined better and improved. We must work so that we can be mutually beneficial to the relations we have. We import a lot from New Zealand. We also state our case that we need to export to New Zealand our producers. They've given expression of interest that they're willing to buy gas from us. Of course, we have gas in production. We did inform them that currently all our gas are contracted out, but if there are any opportunity into the future, we consider the need to import gas to New Zealand.
Prime Minister said he is pleased to see PNG workers, professionals and students working and studying there in New Zealand. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Secretary for Works Gibson Holemba reaffirmed Papua New Guineans that Connect PNG is not a scam, saying the people should be appreciated.
Murray Barracks.
Mr. Holemba said in a press conference yesterday that the major concern of the government is to have a redundancy plan in road network. He said greater road network would impact the lives of the people far and wide.
Now we are building the road from Lae to Menyama to Airport and then back to Hiritano to Port Moresby. The people of Eastern Highlands and the Upper Highlands don't need to come through Lae and then coming up. We are giving you an alternative route to directly coming into Port Moresby through that route. Yes. So eventually when we connect from Opura into Wanara to Marawaka to Menyama, you will now have access directly to Port Moresby, and as an alternative route coming back to Lae as well. So we're also building road into Kusap, into Tumpu, up into Medang, from Baya Medang as well, from Simbu going down, from Eastern Islands going down to Medang, coming back towards to Lae. At the same time, connecting back to Calf. All these alternative routes here under the Connect PNG program eventually will connect them.
He said funds available are limited and the contractors can only go phase by phase, and people should also limit their expectations as nothing will happen overnight.
It's one kilometer at a time. Funding envelope is a bit limited, so we can't do all roads at one time. So don't expect that because they are doing this, we will build all other roads at the same time. And unless we are in heaven and gold is available for you to build the streets, then I'm all right.
The Secretary further stressed that the department and all stakeholders are aware of the people's concern as they are the taxpayers.
Let me just encourage our public to bear with us. It's a big program, but the results will be seen after 20 years. You won't see the results of it today. We know that you are also taxpayers and you have a concern to try and challenge the government on expectations that the public has. But building road is a challenging task. You invest now, and in road business we call that it's a front-end loading. You invest today and you will harvest it tomorrow.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Works Secretary Gibson Holemba said the department will host a contractors conference in October aimed at helping the local contractors' capacity in road construction.
Mr. Holemba said there is need for contractors to understand the principles and processes of road engineering work.
One of those things that I want to advise and inform our public is that let's support our local contractor capacity. The department has developed a policy now, and we are working with contractors. In October, we will have a contractors conference. We will have a contractors conference to now help our local contractors to improve their performances, their capacities, from tender evaluation all the way to construction, project management, contract administration. Those policies and processes and principles of engineering work here.
He said some contractors are not competent because they are not engineers and they need further training.
Some of them, they're not engineers. They happen to own a machine and they're doing work. So we need to train them to how to become a competent contractor to do construction business. So those are things that we are trying to put together as a policy initiative to help our local contractors so that they too become competent and competitive in the market.
The conference is also a strategy undertaken by the Department of Works to deliver national road strategy and to boost national development. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Member for Wawaria, March Narawek, is spearheading a transformative initiative to connect Morobe, Oro and Central Province through an ambitious Morobe Northern Highway.
The proposed Morobe Northern Highway will bridge Wau in Morobe Province to Popondata in Oro Province and extending further to Abau in Central Province. This highway will be recognized as the Northern Economic Corridor under the PNG Sustainable Development Programme 2030. This vital infrastructure will traverse the rugged hinterlands of Biaru and Waria before descending into the fertile grassland of Garena. The project builds on the efforts of past leaders from Matthew Bandam to late Sam Basil, who advanced the pilot project to Topai Mountain and recently extended to Bapi Village by the Wau Waria DDA Works Unit, overcoming formidable challenges posed by terrain and 100 kilometers distance from Wau town. Wau Waria DDA continues to forge pilot tracks, while contractors under the Connect PNG program are upgrading these routes to Level 3 standard roads. MP Narawek's commitment reflects a broader vision of economic empowerment and provincial integration, paving the way forward for a brighter future for Morobe Province. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Bus drivers of the Route 7 buses in Port Moresby stopped their services this morning due to bad road condition at Gordon's just before the main bus stop.
Route 7 buses operating from Gerehu and Waigani to Gordon's raised concerns that the section of the road leading into Gordon's Market and Shopping Centre is in such bad shape that they are risking their vehicles by driving through that section of the road. While raising their concerns, the bus drivers also mentioned that their buses had faced mechanical faults after going through those big potholes. They tried to access shortcuts to Gordon's, but they were not allowed. Consequently, the bus drivers decided to stop work and let the authorities come down and address them, as they are taxpayers and most of the buses pay registration and insurance to the government and they deserve better. A resident at Gordon's confirmed that this bad road condition has been an issue since 2016 that affected businesses, especially the Route 7 buses.
So at least me plapi lo kapana meba mas look sawa na sili wana ma big bla buru kama pe masilim na okra shoot sem block almost stratim na big bla wana me train la happen big bla buru time big bla flat kam na ad lo lili car triple na kaino sem so please.
Another resident also said similar sentiments, stating that several contractors were engaged to fix the road, but they failed to do it properly.
Na same problems affect him na contractor si manin na go same road rebuilding yet to rebuilding yet you go now come up big plan now parex tu big wara block stop jet come same na affect him sla road too.
Meanwhile, a quick response by police personnel to the scene of the Route 7 buses. Commander Benjamin Turi was present to address them this morning and spoke to the bus operators. In response, Commander Turi stated that the Northeast MP had responded positively and temporarily they will fix the road while waiting for the NCDC to secure a contractor to make permanent repairs. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Attention all students, parents and schools. The Smart Start School promotion is back for 2025. Your school could win a school grant worth 44,000 kina. Here's how. Collect 3 empty packets of Smart Start breakfast biscuits, write your name, number and school on an envelope, put the empty packets inside and drop them into an entry box at a registered school. The school with the highest number of valid entries in each region wins. 1,000 consolation prizes are also up for grabs. Register your school now with Paradise Foods Limited. Smart Start breakfast biscuit, proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Find everything you need with just one stop. Visit our newly opened department store where quality meets affordability. Here at One Stop Shop, we provide a wide range of products from kids' toys, electronic devices, storage and travel products, kitchen utensils, home furniture, and even home decor. One Stop Shop has got you covered with a great customer service, friendly staff, safe atmosphere, and our wide range of quality products. One Stop Shop will give you peace of mind.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
Everything business Lomino. Okay, boss friend Lomi, kay Lomi.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Independent Commission Against Corruption, or ICAC, believes that a whole-of-system approach is the way forward in the fight against financial crimes and anti-money laundering.
I will see you on Saturday.
ICAC Deputy Commissioner Daniel Balch said cross-agency cooperation, public-private collaboration, information sharing would be effective in tackling financial crimes. He further highlighted that review of legislative on privacy ensure that those who want to report financial crimes have protection and not breaching privacy regulations.
So, everyone wants to have their privacy and their data protected. But it's also understanding that, that there is a need for regulators and for enforcement agencies to be able to use that data. And I think when we look at some of the legislative challenges that we currently have around privacy, managing information, how we all work together, there are definitely opportunities to modernise those type of arrangements. So that those that want to report financial crime or provide information around financial crime, they have those protections, that they're not breaching privacy regulations. That they want to talk as a sector and provide information and share information.
Mr. Bowles said modern approach through sharing of resources by various agencies is also key and they must work together.
Home of ICAC, card skimming for instance, cybercrime, all those type of frauds that can now happen online, is what that tells us is we need a modern approach and a modern system. And I think what's critical for a country like us in Papua New Guinea, it's about sharing resources. There's no reason why all the agencies can't act collectively together. If there's technology that helps, why can't we share that?
He concluded that ICAC has been supporting the Anti-Money Laundering Joint Task Force, a model of inter-agency collaboration aimed at dismantling criminal networks, not just flagging suspicious transactions. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Youth Resource Week has concluded today. The week-long event has seen a tremendous turnout by the youths throughout NCD. According to the organizing committee, a total of 18,000 plus people registered. However, only 10,000 attended the event.
The organizer for the event and the event's agency owner, Narai Banam, said the purpose of the event to find the youths where they were. She said there were misconceptions on the event that was hosted. However, the organizing team sat down with the youths and had conversations and elaborated on what the event was all about.
But as an overview of the concept, it's supposed to be a regional platform that goes around the country and coordinating all services not all services, coordinating opportunities onto one platform and offering it as a connection point to the youth.
She said everything will not come from the government. As individuals, they need to do something for their own lives.
Perceptions that when people came through, because of the association of, because Prime Minister's Review's support behind it, there was a thought process that, everything's free. And I'm really glad we did it, because we need, Papua New Guineans, we need to see that things aren't going to come from the government. We have to change our own futures, our own lives.
This was a feedback from a representative from the Center for Financial Literacy.
So far, on our data, we have about 3,000 youths they registered, almost 3,280. That was last night. So about over 3,000 youths they came and came to our booth, and they showed interest in our financial literacy.
From the censorship team that were there at the Sergeant Guy Stadium, this was the Communications and Awareness Manager Karen Gebby's feedback after the week-long event.
The registration of the young people that were participating in this forum that we are aware of is about 20,000 youths that have registered to participate. Quite a number of youths visiting our stalls, what the office is doing to address these issues. But they were looking more for opportunities like education, other referral pathways that the office can actually get them engaged. They were actually looking for employment, and they were asking the government if there are clear pathways for them to actually follow.
The week-long event has seen a total of 10,000 youths who actually attended the event of the 18,000 plus that have registered. According to the event's agency owner, this program will now become an annual event for the youths. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NASFAN market report. The kina closed lower at 0.246 for US dollars in the interbank market. At BSP, your kina was buying 0.2389 US dollars, 0.3768 Australian dollars, 0.2137 euro, and 35.77 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copper closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream, Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams. Gullah, Gullah, yum.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NAS Fund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's One-Talk Wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's One-Talk Wallet. Money made easy.
MTV News A Closer Look returns for 2025, the current affairs program that brings to you weekly insights for the latest on education, health, business, politics,
I just want to make that clear,
sports, and more. A Closer Look, every Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Northern Governor Gary Juffa has called for stricter penalties against students involved in school fights and aggressive behavior towards teachers and those who disregard authority.
Governor Juffa emphasized that the education system is already stressed to its limits and those who undermine the privilege of learning must face severe penalties. Governor Juffa condemned the rising incidents of school violence, where students engage in physical altercations, intimidate peers, and show blunt disrespect towards teachers and school staff. The governor also called on the police and education department to implement deterrent measures against school administrations that fail to address school violence effectively. Some schools turn a blind eye to these issues, allowing a culture of lawlessness fester. He said principals and boards must be held responsible if they neglect their duty to maintain discipline and safety. Governor Juffa proposed mandatory reporting of violent incidents to authorities, suspension or expulsion for students involved in repeated violent behavior, and legal consequences for school administrations that consistently fail to act. Governor Juffa urged the government, police and education officials to collaborate on a nationwide policy to restore discipline in schools. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
The Hela provincial government has met with the Rural Airstrip Agency to do rehabilitation work to 15 of its rundown airstrips in the province. The event was officiated by the provincial member for Hela, Philip Undialu, member for Koroba Kopiago and Minister for Coffee, William Bando, and the Chief Executive Officer for Rural Airstrip Agency, Kim Rose Opiti.
During the signing ceremony, the Chief Executive Officer, For Rural Airstrip Agency, Kim Rose said rural airstrips are a lifeline for the 70% of the country's population that lives in the rural communities.
To sign another milestone agreement with the Hela provincial government. As you all know, rural airstrips are basically the lifeline of the people living in our rural communities, and it's important we get to serve those that are in the rural communities because they represent at least more than 70% of our population of the country. So it's important we must be able to deliver services to those in the rural.
The provincial member for Hela Province, Philip Undialo, said Connect PNG is not just about roads, but by all means of transportation to connect people.
Under the government policy, Connect PNG is not just about road. Connect PNG is connecting people by road, by air, transport, and by sea. And over the years, we've been focusing so much on the road. The attention is there, the focus is there, but we saw that the immediate need to connect to our people, especially in the rural peripheries of our province, are connected by road, by airstrips.
He said it is important for the province as these 15 airstrips will serve a total of 40,000 plus people.
To 20,000 people. Towards Hawaii is almost a similar number, about 15,000 people. And Lake Obiago is a big populated area, but 20,000 people. So it's not a small number we're looking at impacting this. It's put together, these airstrips, you're looking at nearly 70,000, 60,000 to 70,000 people. Schools depend on that, health centers depend on that, any basic essential services that they deserve are dependent on that.
Mr. Undialu said of the 15 airstrips, 12 of them are from the Koraba-Kopiago district, noting the lack of coordination between the relevant authorities in the past years. Mr. Undialu said they have now come together to focus on those prioritized airstrips, of which most are not in operation at the moment. The Minister for Coffee and the member for Koraba-Kopiago said his district is ready to partner with the agencies to bring this relevant service into the district. Minister Bando said they have already started building the Koraba airstrip and called on the RAA team for inspection before opening up the airstrip.
We've been working on Lake Obiago. Lake Obiago is ready to go. We're building a small terminal with a transit house at the top, MAF terminal on the bottom floor. And I want the flights to go in, and I need your inspection team to go and inspect. And if you need to certify, I want it certified so that we can get...
He thanked the provincial government for choosing much of the airstrips in his district. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
18 community halls will be built across 14 wards of Labuta LLG in the Morobe province, each supported by funds allocated directly to the communities under the leadership of the member for Naweb, Theo Pelgin.
MP Pelgin personally delivered the materials to Teklang and Talek villages of Ward 12 of Labuta LLG, underscoring his commitment to empowering communities to take ownership of their development. Foundation materials were presented to 6 communities in the LLG with the assurance that updates regarding rest of the materials will be provided after consultation with the contractor. Complementing these community halls, MP Pelgin confirmed that 18 Tafa tanks will be delivered by the contractor, providing a vital resource for water storage. The community halls will be equipped with 2 900-liter fiberglass tanks for each site and will serve as a hub for medications, conferences and youth and women empowerment program and community liaison initiatives. MP Pelgin presented 40,000 kina to Teklang community leaders to assist in recruiting carpenters and labor for the halls constructions. The MP revealed plans for a new solar power station and the commencement of classroom construction at Labuta High School. Local carpenters will be identified to participate in these projects. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
It's becoming increasingly more important to deal with money laundering and countering terrorist financing.
Join us every Monday nights at 7 p.m. for In Focus, your weekly news and current affairs talk show, which presents in-depth commentaries, discussions, and analysis of the major current affairs issues in Papua New Guinea and in the region.
Areas involving politically exposed persons, reporting of suspicious transactions.
The trend is that we have been seeing increasing number of kidney diseases, ones where we can treat and then they recover.
There are existence of clandestine laboratories illicitly producing crystal meth.
Every Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. SPPNG Hunters forward Murray Connors is ready to face the Tigers this weekend.
SPPNG Hunters forward Murray Connors shared his experience in his first match against Falcons.
So first play game to me, first play trial me play go play me play lo yes me play lo diesel cup na kamanta so la game me play lo diesel cup slow straight compared to lo most plus cup so me just fatigue just kill me straight but me come again come walk lo likely areas we me like him off na walk lo fitness to me again MLB me lo this la first play game me go make debut do me antemol Falcons, MLB big time.
He also highlighted the key areas he worked on during training.
Just little areas where me play leg him off, make him give win lon slow opponent don't but then me play just all little up areas where me play good play lem but me play go full shot lo. Time me play and also this little areas where individual preparation do me too as a team. Me work throughout the last week almost prepare this week.
Connor said he is ready and is looking forward for the game.
Prepare good today, play one till all Tigers will come there. I expect him on the good play game yet. Nah, me prepare the game best when me see the result. Me like him.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
The PNG Garamuts Brisbane tour has been heavily impacted by the rainy weather over the past 2 weeks, resulting in multiple match cancellations.
Despite the setbacks, the team has made full use of the time in Brisbane, Australia by focusing on intensive training sessions, ensuring they continue to develop the skills and maintain peak fitness levels. This tour, made possible by the Pacific All Sports Initiative, has given the Under-19 Garamuts valuable exposure to high-performance training environments and elite coaching expertise. Training and preparations amidst disruption since the arrival, the 18-member Under-19 Garamuts squad has been fortunate to access the National Cricket Centre in Albion, Queensland. The team has received vital support from Queensland Cricket, particularly from the elite team operations officer, Kate Horan, who has assisted in organising net sessions and centre wicket trainings at venues around Brisbane, including Aspley, Toombul and Waina Manly. With the persistent wet weather focusing schedule changes, the Garamuts coaching staff has implemented a stringent and structured training schedule to ensure players maintain their skills level, improve fitness and enhance their overall game awareness. Despite the weather setbacks, Coach Pala expressed gratitude to those making this tour possible. He thanked the sponsors, Pacific All Sports, for making this tour a reality and also acknowledged the support from Queensland Cricket. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello Better Banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. From the pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Guy Sports. The Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition Season 6 is heading into Round 3 this weekend.
With 2 rounds completed, several teams have established themselves as strong contenders, while others will need to step up their performances to stay in the hunt for the top 8 spots leading into the finals. Top performers of the Round 2 in men's Premier Divisions are CPL1, Westpac and NCDC, who have all secured 2 wins and sit undefeated at the top. The predictions for Round 3, CPL1 is the favourite, but if Kinabank will fight for the win to push CPL1 to the 3 sets. In the Women's Premier Division, top contenders are NCDC, Kinabank, Government House and Parliament are all undefeated, while DGCL and CPL1 are also in solid form. The predictions for Round 3, NCDC remains the favourite, but IRC1 is unpredictable and could challenge if they improve their attack. With Round 3 set to shape the standings further, expect high-intensity matches as teams fight for their positions. Jonathan Sibona, True Guy Sports.
That ends True Guy Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Guy Sports. True Guy Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
Find everything you need with just one stop. Visit our newly opened department store where quality meets affordability. Here at One Stop Shop, we provide a wide range of products from kids' toys, electronic devices, storage and travel products, kitchen utensils, home furniture, and even home decor. One Stop Shop has got you covered with a great customer service, friendly staff, safe atmosphere, and our wide range of quality products. One Stop Shop will give you peace of mind.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
Everything business Lomino. Okay, boss friend Lomi, kay Lomi.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
More than the life we know, there is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh,
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. Daru cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. Kerama cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. Alotau cloudy periods with some showers and thunderstorm. And Popondetta cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorm. In the Momase region, Lay City cloudy periods with some showers and thunderstorm. Medang cloudy period with some showers. Wewak cloudy period with few showers. And Vanimo cloudy period with few showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorm. KVN cloudy periods with some showers with possible thunderstorm. Kokoporabal cloudy periods with some showers. Kimbe cloudy periods with some showers, and Buka cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorm. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorm. Goroka Bans and Kundiawa cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorm. And Mendi, Tari and Wabeg cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorm. In the small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point, sea 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Hood Point to Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Fincha Fen, sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Fincha Fen through Vitia Strait to CRC Long Island to Medang, seas 1.5 to 2 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Ireland to East New Britain to Bougainville, sea 0.5 to 1 meter, and waters of West New Britain, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters. In the ocean forecast, Coral Sea sea slight to moderate, northerly winds of 10 to 20 knots. In the Solomon Sea, sea smooth to moderate, northwest to northeast winds of 5 to 20 knots. In the Bismarck Sea, sea smooth to slight, northwest winds of 5 to 15 knots. And in the Pacific Ocean, sea slight, easterly winds of 5 to 15 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 28th of March 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.